Brahma was before the gods were, the creator of all, the guardian of the universe, the vision of Brahman, the foundation of all wisdom he gave in revelation to his firstborn son Atharvan. That vision and wisdom of Brahman given to Atharvan, he in olden times revealed to Angira, and Angira gave it to Satyavaha, who in succession revealed it to Angiras. Now there was a man whose name was Saunaka, owner of a great household, who approaching one day Angiras with reverence asked him this question, Master, what is that which, when known, all is known? The master replied, Sages say that there are two kinds of wisdom, the higher and the lower. The lower wisdom is in the four sacred Vedas and in the six kinds of knowledge that help to know, to sing, and to use the Vedas, definition and grammar, pronunciation and poetry, ritual, and the signs of heaven. But the higher wisdom is that which leads to the eternal. He is beyond thought and invisible beyond family and color. He has neither eyes nor ears, he has neither hands nor feet, he is everlasting and omnipresent, infinite in the great and infinite in the small. He is eternal, whom the sages see as the source of all creation. Even as a spider sends forth and draws in its thread, even as plants rise from the earth and hairs from the body of man, even so the whole creation arises from the eternal by tapa, the power of meditation. Brahman attains expansion, and then comes primeval matter. From this comes life and mind, the elements, and the worlds, and the immortality of ritual action from that spirit who knows all and sees all, whose tapa is pure vision. From him comes Brahma, the creator, name and form and primal matter. This is the truth. The actions of devotion that sages heard and sacred verses were told in many ways. In the three Vedas, perform them always, O lovers of the true. They are your path of holy action in this world. When the flames of the sacred fire are rising, place then in faith the sacred offerings. If it's sacred fire of Agni Hotra, no heed is taken of the new moon, or of the full moon, or of the seasons of the year, or of the first fruits of spring. If no guests are present, if the offering of the sacrifice is left undone or not done according to rule, or the offering to all the gods forgotten, then the offerer does not attain the reward of the seven worlds. The dancing flames of the sacred fire are seven: the black, the terrific, that which is swift as the mind, that which is dark, the smoke, the deep red, the spark blazing, and the luminous, omniform flame. If a man begins the sacrifice when the flames are luminous, and considers for the offerings the signs of heaven, then holy offerings lead him on the rays of the sun, where the Lord of all gods has his high dwelling. And when on the rays of sunlight the radiant offerings raise him, when they glorify him in the words of melody, welcome, they say, welcome, here, enjoy the heaven of Brahma, won by pure holy actions. But unsafe are the boats of sacrifice to go to the farthest shore, unsafe are the 18 books where the lower actions are explained. The unwise who praise them as the highest end go to old age. Mundaka. Abiding in the midst of ignorance, but thinking themselves wise and learned, fools aimlessly go hither and thither, like blind led by the blind. Wandering in the paths of unwisdom, we have attained the end of life, think the foolish. Clouds of passion conceal to them the beyond, and sad is their fall when the reward of their pious actions has been enjoyed. Imagining religious ritual and gifts of charity as the final good, the unwise see not the path supreme. Indeed, they have in high heaven the reward of their pious actions, but thence they fall, and come to earth or even down to lower regions. But those who in purity and faith live in the solitude of forest, who have wisdom and peace, and long not for earthly possessions, those in radiant purity pass through the gates of the sun to the dwelling place supreme, where the spirit is in eternity. Beholding the worlds of creation, let the lover of God attain renunciation. What is above creation cannot be attained by action. In his longing for divine wisdom, let him, with reverence to a teacher, in whom lives the sacred words, and whose soul has peace in mind, to a people who comes with mind, its senses, and peace. The teacher gives the vision of Brahman, the spirit of truth and eternity. This is the truth. Part 2. As from a fire aflame, thousands of sparks come forth, even so the Creator, and from the Creator, an infinity of beings have life, and to Him return again. But the Spirit of light, above form never born, within all, outside all, is in radiance above life and mind, and beyond this creation's Creator. From Him comes all life and mind, and the senses of all life. From Him come space and light, air and fire and water, and this earth that holds us all. The head of His body is fire, and His eyes the sun and the moon, His ears the regions of heaven, and the sacred Vedas where His breath is the wind that blows, and this whole universe is His heart, this earth is His footstool, He is the Spirit. From Him comes the sun, and the source of all fire is the sun. From Him comes the moon, and from this comes the rain, and all herbs that grow upon earth. And man comes from Him, and man unto woman gives seed, and thus an infinity of beings come from this Spirit supreme. The verses of the Rig Veda and the songs of the Samaveda, prayers of the Yajur Veda, and rites of initiation, sacrifices and offerings and gifts. The offerer of the sacrifice, the year, and the world.